The 13th law of human nature: advance with a sense of purpose, the law of aimlessness. And this law is an interesting one because it's all about finding an overarching goal, finding something that drives you to just get up early in the morning, go into work and work. You're just work until you're done. Like work until you're tired and you're smiling the whole time. And if you can find that, if you can find something that really drives you, if you can find a passion and a purpose and something that's bigger than yourself, like no matter what you're doing, no matter how much money you're making, like that is something worthwhile and that is something we should be pursuing. But I feel like so many of us are sacrificing our wants and desires for a bag, just to make a little more money, just to have a little bit nicer of a house. But we go in each and every day and we don't like what we're doing. And it's like, that's not sustainable. That's not something that's going to provide you the life the life you want to live, and you're not going to be able to give back to the world as much because you're not doing what you really love. Like we all have something deep down that really drives us, that really inspires us, that really we could spend as much time as possible on, but we're not actively forcing ourselves down that path. And I'll give you a little story about my life because I feel like I'm a pretty good example of this. Like my entire life I've been living for other people. My entire life I've been going to college, and now I'm in law school, and it's like, do I want to do either of these things? I have an undergraduate degree in engineering. I'm going to have a Juris Doctorate. Like I didn't want to do either of these things. Like none of these things will make me happy. These careers and these pursuits aren't going to drive me in the direction that I want to go. Like what I want to do right now is be creative. I want to change the way people think. I want to change the way people view certain circumstances and change it for the better. But like, can I do it as an engineer? Can I do it as a lawyer? Maybe, but that's going to take 40 years of me working my way up till I own the firm, till I do this, till I have real say. And it's like, I feel like I could do that much better right now as somebody on YouTube, as somebody that's just speaking, as somebody that's just inspiring people. And it's like, why not take the time that I'm spending right now and start learning how to write, learning how to express myself, learning how to express my thoughts, learning how to craft a narrative or create a novel. Like there's a million things I feel like I can really do right now, but I'm not pursuing that. And that's why I'm reading books on the side. That's why I'm learning about stuff on the side. That's why I make these videos, to get better at speaking, to get more articulate, to be able to express my thoughts better. And it's like that alone, doing these videos has really just shown me that like I want something much deeper than just a career, much deeper than a 9 to 5. Like I want to know that I gave back to the world. I want to know that I help people break out of the paradigms that they live in, break out of the thought loops and the ideas that are holding them back, break out of the things that constantly keep them from like achieving their goals. And it's very frustrating because up until this point in my life, like it wasn't until recently where I really figured this out, and it wasn't until recently where I really figured out that my life was all coming together. Like most of my life I was sat in a classroom and I was told what to think, and it's only been recently when I've broken out of that. And it's like learning unconventional thoughts, learning unconventional ideas is my greatest passion right now. And it's like I need to find ways to start integrating this into my life, because if I don't do this, I will forever feel like I'm missing out. I will forever feel like there is something that I didn't do, that was I left on the table, that, you know what, I'll be on my deathbed and I'll be like, I should have done this, I should have done that, I should have wrote a book, I should have wrote a novel, I should have posted more videos on YouTube, I should have done this, like, we can all say this, but it's like, if we find that purpose, if we find that sense of belonging, if we find that thing that drives us and we start working towards it and we make a difference in the world, that is what it's all about. Start learning skills to use and use to the benefit of society, and do it in a way that you're going to find fulfilling. Because I'm here to tell you, you're not going to find purpose in making $1 million. You're not going to find purpose in buying a new car or buying a new house. Like, the purpose comes from what you give to others. The purpose comes from how you serve in your community. Do people look up to you? Does your family look up to you? Does your family love you? Do the people around you see you as an inspiration, or do they see you as a robber baron? Do they see you as a brutal businessman, as somebody who's just a cog in the wheel, who doesn't actively give back? And that's what we need to start changing. And I'm telling you, this is why I love this book. This book is a tremendous book, just simply for the fact that it's unlike the 48 Laws of Power in the sense that it applies to the individual. And I think this book is much more valuable because it does that. Like, you can use the principles from this book to apply to yourself and apply to others and apply in each and every relationship that you're in. So that's why I will always suggest this book. It's probably one of my favorites right now. Thank you so much for making this far in the video. I will catch you next one. If you're new to the channel, consider sticking around. If you're not new and you've been here for a while, consider joining my Discord. We're talking about books, we're talking about fitness, we're talking about a bunch of different subjects. I'm trying to liven it up, I'm trying to make it more fun. So if that seems like something you want to be part of, go ahead and join that. On top of that, I have a mental alchemy course that is the greatest thing I've ever done. In that I talk about changing your thoughts, changing your ideas, changing your perception, and always focusing on the positive. Because if you can turn every experience in your life to a learning experience or some sort of victory, then you're on a great path. Then there's no possibility of failure. But so many of us fixate on the bad. So many of us fixate on all the negative things around us. And in that writing, I really did a good job of exemplifying the methods and the practices that I use to get over all of this stuff in my life. So I know it can be help to you. It's less than $1. Please check that out. Thank you so much. Peace out.